So, ituloy natin yung ating naputol na example number 3, no? So, yung given natin, the integral from pi over 2 to pi of sine cubed theta cosine squared theta d theta. So, yung sine cubed ay finactor natin, ano? Ginawa nating sine squared times sine. Kaya rin nun, yung sine squared, pinalitan natin ng 1 minus cosine squared. Multiply natin. So, nagkaroon tayo ng integral of cosine squared theta sine theta d theta. And then minus the integral of cosine to the fourth of theta sine theta d theta. As nag-let u tayo equals cosine. Du equals negative sine theta d theta. So, negative du equals sine theta d theta. Kaya rin nun, yung lower limit natin na pi over 2, tsaka yung ating upper limit na pi over 2 ay ililipat natin in terms of u. No? So, from u equals cosine theta dito, no? So, when theta is pi over 2, so magkakaroon tayo ng u cosine of pi over 2. So, gamit ang ating unit circle, yung pi over 2 equals sa 0. Kaya yung lower limit natin, in terms of u ay 0. And then, when theta equals pi, no, ito yung ating upper limit in terms of theta. So, from u equals cosine theta, so magkakaroon tayo ng u equals cosine pi. And cosine pi, gamit ulit yung ating unit circle ay negative 1. Kaya u equals negative 1. So, lower limit natin in terms of u, 0. Upper limit natin in terms of u ay negative 1. So, let us now write these integrals in terms of u. So, magkakaroon tayo ng integral, no? So, ang lower limit na natin ay equal sa 0, no? Tapos, ang upper limit na natin ay equal sa negative 1. Tapos, yung cosine squared, dahil yung cosine ay equal sa u, magiging u squared na siya, no? U squared. And then, times sine theta d theta. Ang sine theta d theta ay negative du. So, yung negative, ilalabas natin. Kakaroon tayo ng u squared du, no? And then, next is minus, ano? Yung minus na yun. So, minus. Tapos, yung ating lower limit ay 0 na. Ang ating upper limit ay negative 1. And then, cosine to the fourth will become u to the fourth. So, magiging u to the fourth na siya. U to the fourth. At yung sine theta d theta ay negative du. So, negative times negative magiging positive na yun. Okay? Tapos na, mag-integrate tayo. So, magkakaroon tayo ng negative u raised to 3 and then divided by 3. No? And then plus u raised to 5 and then divided by 5. Ano? And then from 0 to negative 1. 0 to negative 1. F of b natin, ang b natin ay negative 1. So, lahat ng u papalitan ng negative 1. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng negative, tapos negative 1 raised to 3 divided by 3. And then plus, so negative 1 raised to 5 and then divided by 5. And then minus, no? And then f of a, that is when u is 0. So, when u is 0, so lahat na yun ay 0 na, no? So, minus 0. Okay? So, negative 1 raised to 3 is negative, times negative will become positive 1/3, you know. So positive 1/3. And then negative 1 raised to 5 is negative 1 times positive is negative 1/5. Okay? So our LCD is 15, no? So let us multiply 1/3 by 5/5. So we'll have 5/15. So this is also equal to 1/3, no? And then minus this one. Let us multiply this by 3/3. So I'll have negative 3/15. So therefore, 5/15 minus 3/15, the answer is 2/15. Answer. So the integral from pi/2 to pi of sine cubed theta, and then cosine squared theta d theta equals 2/15. Okay, so let us have our exercises. So this will be our exercises for this topic, you know.